I'd like to talk about the automated backup feature in Caesar 2. Now this is somewhat of an unsung hero operating quietly in the background, just saving versions of your file as you go along. But sometimes it can really save your bacon. Now here's one way we can use it, and that's to restore or roll back to an earlier version. Let's say this model here, we've found a high load at this flange pair, and we think to ourselves, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there all the time, but I can't remember what I've changed. So if we go back out of that model and go back to the open dialog and click on the calculation name, Calc 2 here, in the bottom right hand corner we've got the previous revisions that Caesar has made or copied and stored by date and time. What we'd do is make a copy of the existing file, just do a copy and paste so that we don't lose it. Now click back onto Calc 2 again and choose one of the earlier revisions, open to restore it. Then we should be able to go back into that file as per normal and we should be able to see any differences, hopefully. And what we can see here is that particular support has changed from a guide to just a rest and hold down. And so that's probably the reason for that increased moment here. Of course, another way that we'd like to use the feature is to restore lost files. So I'm just deleting Calc 2 here. So let's say that we know that we did have this file calc2.c2, but we can't find it anywhere. The trouble is when we go to the file open dialog, it doesn't show up. And then of course we can't find any previous revisions. So let's full Caesar 2. Let's create a new text document. And what we'll do is we'll just rename it to the same name as the C2 file that we're looking for. So calc2.c2, select yes here and go to the open dialog, click on the calc2. Well, this just reminds us that we need to know the name of the calc exactly here. So we're missing a space in this file name. Once we've got that correct, the revisions show up. One thing to bear in mind is that these are all _A files. So when we do restore them, we only get the _A, which is the input file. We lose any load case or output files. But it's better than nothing, and that's the main thing that we're after really, isn't it? Okay, so we should just be able to go into Caesar 2 and edit the file as normal. It's a little slow opening up. Let's try hitting reset. And there we go. Okay, let's just consider another scenario. Let's say we've lost our file, but we're not quite sure what it's called. And that's quite easy to do if you've got a bad memory like me. So what you need to know is that the backups folder resides in Windows at the same location in the tree, in the folder hierarchy, as the system folder. So we can go via the Caesar 2 Utilities tab and click Open System Folder. Now this way we can find out the file path. We click in the information bar here and it shows us our path, program data, Intergraph, CAS, Caesar 2, 7 system. Okay, now we'll browse to our program data folder under the C drive. Now it's not actually showing up until we click this button over here, hidden items. Let's try again. Now we've got the program data folder. We should be able to browse to Intergraph, CAS, Caesar 2, 7, and then the backup folder. Now we just need to know something about the file name. We know it was called calc, so let's just look for anything that was called calc. And hopefully one of those file names will jog our memory. We can select it. In fact, we can just copy it and paste it back into our working folder. Then we should be able to go ahead and just use that file as per normal. As before, it's only the _A file that we get back, so we lose our load cases, but you should be able to copy those from another model. That's all I've got for you on restoring files. Bye now.